Hello everybody and welcome back to Atelier Meruru. Last video we finished up in the forest and we were just about to go and speak to Rufus. In between episodes I defeated a couple of enemies and I gained a couple of levels. You can also see that our kingdom is able to rank up, which we're going to go talk to Rufus about. And before you leave the forest to go back to the kingdom, I strongly recommend at this point to collect some ish. These are just pieces of wood that can be found in the forest, and they're going to be incredibly useful in our next task, and it's going to save you a lot of time if you collect them now rather than having to come back for them later. So with that being said, pretty much ready to go back to the kingdom now, so let's do that. We're also going to learn some new recipes for crafts, polish powder, and dense wood, flour, and zettel. All of those are very useful. So I'm happy that we're not getting a lot of junky recipes. A lot of these are going to be pretty useful. Crafts you can be used as attack items at the start of the game if you haven't chosen a new game plus and you need some attacking items for Meruru. Crafts are a little bit better than unis because they are a wide-ranged attack item. We still have healing salves and pies for healing. You'll want to make sure you always have a lot of supplements. Zettel and polish powder at this time isn't that useful, but in the future they will be. And we're going to be making some dense wood a little bit later. So, first things first, let's go and speak to Rufus.
Thank you for coming, Princess. I have some news about the development project I wanted to share with you.
Did something happen? You sent for me with your carrier pigeon, so I thought it might be an emergency.
Actually, due to your deft handling of the project, Arles has increased its influence as a kingdom.
And we are now at our second rank, and we are now the Baron's rural village. And we get a 500 person population increase, which is great. And we also get a new book to read, full of new recipes. Thanks, Rufus.
Whoa, really? So that means the project must be having a huge positive effect.
Continue to stop by my study and I will give you updates on our growth, as well as new development opportunities.
Okay, I'll keep this up to make Arles even bigger. So with that in mind, do you have something new for me to start on?
There is one project crucial to advancing Arles Kingdom's development process. Do you know what that is?
An amusement park?
What's going on in your head that you would think that's an acceptable response?
Don't stare at me like that. I was just kidding.
As we welcome more settlers, we will need to provide more food. But our land currently lacks such resources. So, I would like you to prepare some farmland to produce more food.
Yeah, I guess we only have a few fields, huh? That was enough up until now.
Exactly. But we are quickly approaching our limit. These conditions must change if we want to increase our population. As such, I have come up with a plan to develop some farmland. Please take a look.
Alright, so of course when we have more people, we're going to run into some problems. We need to feed them all. So we're going to be going to a new area called Handle Forest, and we have 3 tasks to do there.
Clear out a forest to make way for crops. You really thought this out.
The future advancement of Arles depends on the success of this project.
So it's a pretty serious responsibility, huh? I'll do my best.
Alright, so we will be going to Handle Forest shortly.
Handel Forest. It looks like it's pretty far from Arles. This is gonna be my first big adventure! I have to go get ready! I'll need plenty of medicine and bombs. I should head back to the workshop and plan this out.
Alright, and we also do have those 40 development points, so if you want to build a training school, you can, which will give you better battle experience. And now that our kingdom has ranked up, we have a lot of options as to what we want to build. So it's up to you whether you want to save your development points or whether you want to spend them. My advice is to get lodging before anything else. Lodging is extremely important. This game has a lot to do with having a very strong population, and lodging is by far one of the most helpful things in getting a population. A marketplace is also nice because you get reduced prices, variety of items increases, and you get a good population boost. So I'm going to save my development points. However, if you are struggling with battles, training school is not such a bad idea because you do get additional experience. So it's completely up to you. That's what we have right now. And we will build something else in the future.
I need some more ingredients. But it's too late to go out looking now. What to do? What to do? Oh, someone's coming.
Jeez, that was close. I got myself surrounded by wolves up in the mountains. Attacking a defenseless girl like me? Wolves these days have no manners. Well, I taught them what they needed to know. But I'm beat. Could I get some water?
Hannah?
Alright, so you remember that shop that we saw with no shopkeeper? As the camera pans in on her tits, we'll find out that this is Hannah Olsis, and she is the main shopkeeper in town, at least for the time being.
Oh, hiya, May. You're even cuter than last time I saw you.
Thanks, Hannah. It looks like you've been working as hard as ever.
Ah, thanks. But I can feel myself getting older. My skin's all dry and cracked from my last adventure. But why didn't you tell me? I had no idea you'd left the castle to become an alchemist.
That's because you took off to go find stuff to sell and haven't been back for ages.
Yeah, true enough. How thoughtless of me. Oh, I know. Here, have some souvenirs.
Alright, so she's gonna give us a couple of things, which is awfully nice of her.
Wow, thanks! But this is an awful lot. Are you sure?
It's fine. It's fine. Use them however you want. I get that stuff for free anyway. Okay, I better get going. I've got some other stops to make before I head home. Oh, I almost forgot. I'm gonna reopen my shop. You should come say hi.
So Hannah's back from tracking down new goods. She's just as energetic as I remember. I should go see her later. She might have some good alchemy ingredients.
Alright, so we can now visit Hannah, and we're going to read our next book, which is going to teach us some really interesting recipes. We can make bombs, magic stones, herbicide, a kingdom flag, living rope, and hay. And 9 out of 10 of those are actually going to be used in future requests, so those are all insanely useful. So you can see now that we're getting quite a library of things that we can make. This list is going to be absolutely huge by the end of the game. But let's take a look at our newest task. Handle Forest. We have to exterminate the prickly bunny, which is a quote-unquote boss type of monster. We have to cut down trees. This is very, very similar to collecting all the grass in Meruru Forest. And then we have to deliver 3 to 6 pieces of dense wood. 3 if they're C grade or better, and 6 of them if they're worse than that. So we got the recipe for dense wood, And that is why I recommended that you make collecting each a priority, because you're going to need 2 pieces of lumber and a supplement for every single dense wood that you want to make. So we have enough to make 3 of them. However, our success rate is only at 82, so it's up to you whether you want to try and make it. I'm going to be in big trouble if I don't. However, I think I'm going to be okay. I have lots of MP, and if all goes out without a hitch, then I should have 3 pieces. And it doesn't matter what stats or traits, because we already have what it is that the request stated. So we've now gained a level, 2 levels, and we have our request item for this quest.
Excuse me, Meruru, I have a letter for you from Mr. Rufus. He told me to deliver it right away. Ah, thanks, Kena. I wonder what it's about. Let's see here. As part of the development project, I have invited a weapon shop owner from Arland. So... Ooh, an Arland weapon shop owner? I should go check it out!
Oh, a weapon shop. That's fantastic.
So that's the basic outline. Do you have any questions, Mr. Hagel?
Nope, not really. I'm not happy with the lack of furnace power, but it'll do for now.
If you need anything else, feel free to come see me again. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Whew! It was one long trip. My shoulders are tense as heck.
Well then, I'll be going now.
Yes, my boy. You said your name was Peter? Yeah, thanks for bringing me out here. Have a safe trip back.
Oh, Peter. His voice is like nails to a chalkboard.
Well, it'd be a waste to just head straight back to Arland. I should take in the sights first.
Nice kid, but he's not one of my favorite characters. But we're not focused on him, we're focused on Hagel.
Okay, now let's get this business started and open up the shop.
Hello! I'm here to...
Hey! Welcome, welcome!
Ah, you scared me!
Huh? What? Come on, don't look at me like that. You're making me blush.
Huh? Oh, sorry. So this is a weapon shop, right?
Correct! I'm Hagel Boldness, the fella in charge here. Nice to meet you.
Hagel is a pretty awesome character, and him and Meruru have some pretty interesting dialogue as well.
Baldness?
Hey, that's not how it's pronounced. Just call me Hagel.
Mr. Hagel, how should I say this? You look like your name.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What do you mean by that? I told you. Listen, if you have something to say, just... Wait. That staff and those clothes. I've seen them before. Miss, might you be an alchemist?
Oh yeah, my name is Meruru.
So, you're the princess I've heard so much about. They say you built this very shop. Well, thank you, young miss.
Oh, well, all I did was request it. But, young miss?
Yeah, I heard about you from Rufian. Yeah, what was his name? Yeah, the butler with the dry face.
Butler with a dry face? You mean Rufus?
Yeah, that's the rascal. He told me all about you. So you're the kiddo's student.
Who's The kiddo. Are you talking about Miss Totri?
Yeah, that's the one. If you're the kiddo student, then you and I are connected too.
Gosh, I don't understand what you're talking about, Mr. Hagel.
Don't worry about it. You're trying to expand this kingdom, right? Let me lend you a hand with that. Of course, I only know one way to help. And to do that, I'll need a more powerful forge.
I'm not sure I get it. What's the one way you can help?
Oh, I could tell you, but that would ruin the surprise. I won't be able to do it anytime soon, but once I can, it'll blow you away. So be on the lookout.
Okay. I don't know what I'm looking out for, but I'll do my best.
Alright, so we can now visit Hagel's shop. And I get to learn more recipes. Man, we've been reading a lot in this episode. We get to make salt. Alright, so I feel like we've been pretty productive. And next video we will be visiting Hannah's shop. We'll be visiting Hagel's shop. Probably gonna go to the tavern. And then there's the issue of going to Handle Forest. I plan on going there in one trip and doing everything all at the same time. So hopefully we can get a bunch more introductions out of the way, and we can just go straight to Handle Forest and get back to work. So thank you guys so very much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed, and until then, I will see you next time.